news just dropped, and this one's going to get the Marvel fanbase buzzing. James Spader is officially set to return as Ultron in Marvel Studios' new Vision series. That's right, the iconic villain is coming back in some capacity, and it's not just speculation. The Hollywood Reporter confirmed this, and it's going to be huge. The series is being developed by Terry Matalas, known for his work on Star Trek Picard, and is described as a follow-up to WandaVision. Oh, I've missed that so much. We are going to break down the article's details, discuss how Ultron could make a return given that he was supposedly destroyed at the end of Avengers Age of Ultron, and theorize what his role might be in this new series. We got another giveaway that is going to come soon. It will be so easy to enter by subscribing and leaving a comment. And alright, let's get into it. According to the Hollywood Reporter, James Spader will indeed be reprising his role as the voice of Ultron in the upcoming Vision series. This is big news for fans who have been waiting to see more of this iconic villain. Let's face it, Ultron is one of those characters who left a lasting impression. Well, James Spader's voice over here. And we want to see more of this iconic villain. Let's face it, he is one of the best characters. Even if Age of Ultron wasn't everyone's favorite MCU film, his voice, his dark charisma Spader brought to the role, and the way he challenged the Avengers all made Ultron a memorable villain. So, how is he coming back? The series is still untitled, but has been unofficially referred to as Vision Quest, which might be a nod to a storyline from the comics where Vision searches for a new purpose. Paul Bettany is confirmed to return as Vision, specifically the white Vision that we saw at the end of WandaVision. Vision. Yeah, we understand. Remember, this version of Vision was reprogrammed by Sword and has lost his memories and emotional connection to Wanda. The show is expected to explore his journey as he tries to rediscover himself and determine what his purpose is now that is free from Sword's control. The article also reveals that this series will be the third installment in a trilogy that started with WandaVision and will continue with the upcoming Agatha Darkhold Diaries, or Agatha All Along. The Vision series is slated to begin filming in early 2025 in the UK, though the official title is still under wraps. This interconnected storytelling suggests that Vision's journey is going to be key to the larger MCU narrative, possibly even tying into the multiverse saga or the new Doomsday saga that's been unfolding across the movies and Disney Plus shows. But here's the million-dollar question. How is he coming back? And I'm talking about Ultron. Well, if you remember Age of Ultron, the last time we saw the character, he was seemingly destroyed. Vision himself took out the final Ultron bot, marking the end of the rogue AI. However, in the world of comics and the MCU, villains never really stayed dead, especially someone like Ultron, who isn't bound by the same physical limitations as most characters. Ultron is more than just a robot. He's an idea, a virus, a consciousness that could have easily survived in some hidden corner of the digital world, waiting for the right moment to return. Given that we're now deep into the multiverse saga, there is also the possibility that this isn't the same Ultron we saw in Age of Ultron. The multiverse opened up infinite possibilities. We've already seen countless variants of the characters like Loki, Spider-Man, and Kang, so it's not a stretch to imagine that there are alternate versions of Ultron out there, some of whom might have succeeded in their plans or taken even more twisted paths. One theory is that we could see a variant Ultron from another universe, one who didn't fail like the original did. Maybe in some other reality, Ultron was able to wipe out humanity and is now ruling as a tyrant. If that's the case, his appearance in the Vision series could be a precursor to something much bigger, possibly leading into Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars. But there's another more grounded theory that might be even more interesting. One of the most fascinating aspects of Vision's character is the origin. He's a blend of Tony Stark's tech, Bruce Banner's knowledge, the Mind Stone's power, and Ultron's programming. Vision was originally intended to be Ultron's perfect form, a vessel that would combine the best of humanity with Ultron's superior AI. But Vision evolved beyond Ultron's intentions and chose to side with the Avengers instead. Despite this, traces of Ultron could still be lingering within Vision's code. Remember the line from Bruce Banner in Avengers Infinity War where he explained that Vision is made up of multiple overlays: Stark, Banner, the Mind Stone, and Ultron, and this suggests that Ultron's influence was never fully purged from Vision. Now that Vision has been reprogrammed and rebooted as White Vision, those dormant elements could be reawakening. It is possible that Ultron's consciousness, or at least a fragment of it, has been lying dormant within Vision all this time, waiting for the right condition to resurface. In this scenario, James Spader's Ultron wouldn't return as a standalone villain, but as a psychological presence within Vision. We could see Vision battling with the remnants of Ultron's code, struggling to maintain his identity while Ultron's influence tried to take control. This kind of internal conflict would be a great way to explore Vision's character and add really good depth to the series. It would also make sense from a production standpoint, like Marvel can bring back Spader's iconic voice, which we all love. I know you all love it, without having to invest in the full CGI needed for a physical Ultron. The Hollywood Reporter's article also clarifies something interesting about this Vision series. It's being positioned as the third part of the trilogy that began with WandaVision, Darkhold Diaries, Agatha, and this might be that Marvel is planning a larger interconnected storyline focused on magic, identity, technology, and the consequences of grief. WandaVision was all about Wanda processing her trauma and ultimately accepting her role as a Scarlet Witch. Agatha seems to be delving into the darker side of magic and like some witches. Now with the Vision series, we're going to see Vision's side of the story as he tries to reclaim his identity and find a new purpose. The idea of this trilogy being connected raises the stakes for all three shows. Vision's journey might have larger implications for the multiverse saga, especially if Ultron's return plays into it. We could see the threads of magic, AI, and the multiverse come together in unexpected ways, setting the stage for future events in the MCU. It's fascinating to consider what Ultron's return could mean for the broader MCU. In the comics, like, Ultron has come back multiple times in different forms. We saw him on What If. He was often more powerful and dangerous than before, and WandaVision even merged with Hank Pym, becoming a hybrid being known as Ultron Pym. While the MCU has taken liberties while adapting storylines, there's no doubt that Ultron's potential as a recurring villain is vast. The multiverse saga gives Marvel the perfect opportunity to introduce Ultron in a fresh and exciting way, whether it's through alternate realities, remnants of its code within Vision, or some unexpected twist. Ultron's return could be a game changer for the MCU. He's a character who challenges the very foundations of what it means to be human, and his ideological clash with characters like Vision makes for compelling storytelling. It's also worth noting that Marvel has been quietly revisiting past villains and tying up loose ends from earlier phases. We've seen this like with Zemo, Abomination, and even the Riddler returning on Captain America: Brave New World. Bringing back Ultron fits perfectly within this trend, especially given the character's importance to Vision's story. And of course, a lot of this is still speculative. We don't have all the details yet, and Marvel is known for keeping surprises under wraps until the last possible moment. But based on what we know, the return of Ultron, whether as a fully realized character or as part of Vision's internal struggle, adds an intriguing layer to the Vision series. It is clear that Marvel is focused on investing in these Disney Plus shows as a key part of the MCU's future. And this trilogy, focused on Wanda, Agatha, and Vision, could end up being more important than we initially thought. It is also closer to know that this fits in the larger multiverse saga. We are moving closer to Secret Wars. The idea of multiple realities, variants, and fractured identities is becoming more central. Vision, a character who has already experienced multiple versions of himself, from the original version to White Vision to potential future variants, that will play a pivotal role in the events to come. We might also see the series lay the groundwork for future crossovers or team-ups. The Vision series could explore deeper connections to Doctor Strange, who's heavily involved in the mystical side of the MCU, or even introduce new elements that will become later crucial on later on. There's a lot to be excited with this announcement. Ultron's return, the continuation of Vision's story, and the potential connections to other MCU projects make this series one to watch. As always, we'll be keeping an eye out for more news and updates, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.
Worlds that needs me.